The Student Achievement and Leadership Breakfast is an annual event to honor the academic leadership and extracurricular contributions of outstanding seniors in each of the daytime undergraduate programs offered at USG. These students have demonstrated academic excellence, strong leadership qualities, and dedication to student life during their time at USG. We are proud to celebrate these stars and their many exceptional accomplishments today. To learn more about them and their student experience, let's hear what they have to say.
I chose to study at USG because of the small class size, convenience to my house, financial accessibility, and diverse student background.
The reason I chose USG is because I knew that I wanted to student teach in Montgomery County. Having some of the best schools in the area, I definitely wanted to do my student teaching local.
I chose to come to USG for a couple reasons. One, because it was very convenient. The other reason was because it was close to where I worked and close to where I lived. And I also had the opportunity to choose whether or not I wanted to take an online course or have an in-class setting.
So I found cost advantages through scholarships. There are special exclusive scholarships only offered here, and I was a beneficiary of one of those.
I decided to come to USG and attend the elementary education and special education program here because it was so easy to transfer my credits from Montgomery College.
I chose to attend USG because the campus is very near to my house, and it has evening classes, and since I work full-time, it was like the perfect scenario for me.
My experience with the faculty here at USG is that everyone is very caring and they all really care about the success that I have in classes and in my field.
I chose to go to Shady Grove because it was really convenient and it allowed me to work while taking care of other family obligations.
Being the first one in my immediate family to ever attend a university and graduate has been the biggest motivation and challenge.
It hasn't been the easiest path here, but I finally have something that I feel proud of.
My mom got sick in 2012, and it was tough having to deal with the illness in the family, and that really pushed me to further my education and complete my degree here at USG.
One of my biggest inspirations is that I'm the first person in my family to obtain a degree in America.
I guess a motivator for attending USG was that I had quite a financial loss at one point and I needed to start over. And I thought through that my sons had completed their college and it was my turn, and I wanted to give myself a chance to be successful.
Where I come from, people are underprivileged, and I feel like if I was given this opportunity, why should I waste it? And also I want to use this opportunity to be able to go back there and help them.
As an immigrant, I really had to adjust to the environment, and then when I had adjusted and I had my kids in school, I realized now is the time I go back to school to get my degree.
I've been on my own since I was 18 years old. Balancing work and school was definitely difficult, but I had to choose work to support myself. I hit my quarter-life crisis and I decided that I really needed my degree.
When I first came here to the States 7 years ago, I had a hard time keeping up with school because the language was different and the education system was different.
I worked for 10 years and I still wanted to go to college, so every year I would take one class a semester because that was all I could afford, and it took me a full 10 years to complete my associate's degree. I unexpectedly lost my job and I really had to reevaluate what I was going to do. So I decided to just throw all my cards in and go to college full-time, which was really scary as an adult student.
I was awarded the University of Maryland System's Board of Regents Scholarship. It's one of 8 scholarships that's awarded to students in the state of Maryland.
I completed my prerequisites at Montgomery College and then transferred here to the University of Maryland, Baltimore School of Nursing at Shady Grove. I graduated in December 2015 with a 4.0 GPA.
I received several scholarships when I came here to USG. The first one was the TERP Transfer Partnership Scholarship, which absolutely helped me pay for my tuition.
I served in the U.S. Army for 4 years. I was deployed to Iraq, and where I received an Action Combat Badge from General Petraeus.
I was appointed to the Dean's List for each semester that I've been here at USG. I received the C. Winchcole Scholarship last year for participating in an interdisciplinary internship.
I decided to study at Montgomery College for 2 years and completed my ATT there, and then transferred to the universities at Shady Grove. I'm currently studying under Towson University, elementary education and special education. My GPA is a 4.0.
I made President's List every semester here, which I think is a 4.0 through UMBC's system, and now I'm getting a Student Academic Achievement Award.
One of the scholarships I've received is the Kendall Study Abroad Scholarship. Another is the Montgomery County Business Hall of Fame Scholarship, and I also received the Nancy King Senatorial Scholarship.
I started going back to school to Montgomery College, and then I transferred to UMUC, and I majored in accounting, and I got a 4.0 GPA, and I've already graduated.
If you want to take a leadership role, you can, and anyone can. I took a role with Accounting and Business Association as a marketing director.
The student organizations that I'm involved in are the Social Work Student Association, which I'm the president of. I'm also a member of the Phi Alpha Honor Society, as well as a peer advisor team member for UMBC. And I'm also a writing fellow for the Center for Academic Success.
I'm the president of Terps Without Borders. I'm also the president of the Knitting and Crocheting Club. I'm the vice president of the ASB&B Science Cafe, and I'm the community chair for the Pre-Professional Health Club.
I was involved as a student ambassador for 2 years. I was also on the student council for 2 years, where I served as the vice president.
I was part of the National Society of Leadership and Success, along with Upsilon Phi Delta. Right now I'm currently interning at Meals on Wheels of Central Maryland.
I've been president for the Construction Management Student Association.
To develop my leadership skills, I was able to get a position as treasurer in the University of Maryland Association of Nursing Students.
I also reactivated the Political Science Students Organization. I'm now president of it.
I am the secretary of a club called Students Engaged in Public Health. And last summer I attended a wonderful internship conducted by USG campus together with the Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm the current vice president for Tau Sigma, and I'm a member of the Culture of Care Network Committee. I'm also a member of the Golden Key International Honor Society and Pi Kappa Pi. I had an internship last semester with the Center for Counseling and Consultation.
I'm a member of the Smith Student Association, and I hold the Vice President position on the Student Event Board.
I'm a member of Eta Sigma Delta and a proud member of the National Society of Minorities in Hospitality.
I'm the president of CRIMSA, which is the Criminal Justice Student Association here at Shady Grove. I'm also the president of Mortarboard, which is the National Senior Honor Society located on main campus.
My most memorable experience here at USG was that when I decided to deliver food for the Campus Kitchen project, it really warms my heart seeing the kids and the mom was so happy receiving the food at the door.
My favorite experience here at USG was USG Fest, and there was also a Spirit Day competition.
One of the most memorable moments happened last semester. My program hosted a civic engagement on human trafficking.
I think the most memorable moment I've had here at Shady Grove was entering the t-shirt design contest for student council. It was just really cool to see everybody wear the design on the t-shirt and honor the graduating students.
One of my most memorable moments at USG was when a group of students and myself attended Advocacy Day in Annapolis that was hosted by the National Association of Social Workers.
My most memorable moment at USG so far has been the Food Entrepreneurship Conference that I put together with my class.
My most memorable moment at USG was definitely my study abroad to Thailand. We went to Thailand and did an anti-trafficking study abroad, and it was great because we got to live in Thailand essentially for 3 weeks. We got to eat all the Thai food we can, and we really got to work closely with organizations and children that are high risk for trafficking and that have also already been trafficked. So it was definitely life-changing.
I have accepted admissions into the University of Maryland, Baltimore School of Social Work for the Advanced Placement Graduate Program, so I'll be starting that in August.
After I've graduated, I enrolled at UMUC for their graduate degree in cybersecurity and MBA, and my future goal is to work for the federal government.
My long-term goal is to have my own business in the event or restaurant management.
I would like to become a special education teacher in Montgomery County Public Schools. In the distant future, I would also like to work towards becoming part of the administration.
After graduation, I'm applying to public health programs. When I was younger, I always really wanted to help people, and I saw these ads on TV for organizations like the Red Cross and Doctors Without Borders, and that kind of became a driving force of what I really wanted to do with my life.
After I graduate, I want to become a respiratory therapist, and while I work as a therapist, I want to study the MCAT and go to medical school to become a doctor.
I've recently applied to the University of Maryland to get my Master's of Social Work. I definitely want to work with the Department of Homeland Security as my endgame. I want to catch pedophiles, and I want to work with children.
I'm currently working as a surgical ICU nurse at University of Maryland Medical Center as a clinical scholar. I plan to stay there for 2 to 3 years, and then after that I would like to go to grad school.
After graduation, I plan on working in my career field, criminal justice, for a few years and then attending law school to earn a Juris Doctor.
I would take that time to prepare for the GRE because I do want to go to grad school, and in grad school I want to study. I'm stuck between international development, international relations, and public policy.
After graduation, I definitely plan on becoming a teacher, hopefully in Montgomery County.
Luckily, I won't be unemployed after graduation. I'll be working for Ernst & Young in their tax practice at their Tyson's office.
I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me.
I would like to thank Wendy Stickle, the Program Director of Criminology and Criminal Justice.
I would like to thank Professor Adriana Rangel.
I'd like to thank my mom.
I want to thank my parents. I couldn't have done this without them, and I love them so much.
Dr. Nolan, I'd like to thank you in particular.
I would like to thank my family for being with me in my journey.
Obviously, I would thank my mother. She has been a huge influence on me.
I want to thank Ruth O'Rourke, my program's director.
Okay, I would like to thank my husband Michael for always putting up with my crazy schedules.
I'd like to thank my grandparents, my parents, and my husband John.
The staff, Kathy Deaver, Kasha, and all the professors.
I am blessed with an amazing and supportive family.
I'd like to thank my family, my parents, and my girlfriend.
I would like to thank my family for all their support.
I would like to thank Professor Oliver Schlocke.
I definitely want to say thank you to my family and my boyfriend.
Mom and Dad, thanks. I know it's not been easy watching me take so long, but you've been nothing but supportive.
My family and my friends.
I would like to thank Lisa Hoffman at UMUC.
To my brother, thank you so much for the sacrifices.
I would like to thank my mom and dad for their constant support.
I would like to thank my parents and especially my husband.
I would like to thank Chelsea Moyer of UMBC.
I would like to thank my husband, who really helped me through the whole process.
I'd like to personally thank my family, because without them, I wouldn't be here.
I'd like to thank my advisors, Lindsay and Elizabeth.
I would like to thank my parents for their sacrifice and support.
A special thanks to Chef Susan Hallahan.
I would personally like to thank my parents, my sons, and my fiance.
For the most important people that I want to thank, it would be my mom and my dad.
I really would just like to thank my friends and the people here that I've met at USG.
I would like to thank the most my husband.
I would like to thank Katie Morris for her kindness and her positive words of encouragement.
My parents, they've been an intricate part of my journey here too, especially my mother.
I'd like to thank my parents for teaching me that college is not about going to a big campus and partying. And most of all, thank you for teaching me to never settle.